What that? What they talking about? What they talking about?
Prophecy music on the beat.
People pop shit behind your back when they see you face to face. Always want to talk it out. Talk it out. Sitting there stuck and confused, trying to be cool, acting like they don't know what you're talking about. Talk about. All my niggas on point, all my niggas gon' ride. We don't walk it out. Nah. But I must be doing something right that they don't like, cause I'm the only one they talk about. Calm and cool when I'm collected. Let BBE my team and I'ma rep this. I'm rapping money.
Bottle Talk, you know what I mean? Episode 28, we back, you feel me? K, Relay, Jihad, we got a special guest in the building. You introduce yourself.
What's good? My name is Rod, call me Rob, whatever you want to call it. Appreciate y'all having me.
You already. What's good, everybody? It's been a minute.
Hey man, I'm here to rap, man. I'm here to pod, man. what we talking?
We pie.
We pod.
Shout out to Buzz, we pie.
Word.
You know what I mean? We got a, you know what I mean, guest, you know what I mean, R&B singer. Yeah, I mean, you rap too?
Yeah, I do a little bit of rap.
A little bit of everything?
Yeah,
a little bit of everything.
Let's be honest. Rapping is R&B and R&B is rap now. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think they need to like that's what it's like a melodic, what they call it, melodic kind of sound.
You know, niggas are harmonies.
Man. So, Rod, I mean, where you from originally?
I was born in Kenya.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was born in Kenya, but I went there when I was 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been here ever since then. I lived in Delaware all my life.
Okay.
Right, when I was young, I was real young. Jihad, he didn't cut my hair, but he was in the shop with the barber that did cut my hair.
Okay.
When I was really young.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Y'all got a little history.
Yeah,
about darn near 10 years.
Yeah, nah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was young.
Yeah.
Real young.
I think I might only cut your hair maybe once or twice.
Twice, yeah, but Eli was in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what you got working on? What you working on now?
Right now, it's crazy. I actually just my house in the basement. There's a little fire.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so that ended up messing up my whole basement. So I kind of got to like get a new computer, start all that, insurance, figure all that out.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was in the process of working on a mixtape to end this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna still get it out. I'm gonna just figure out a different way to record it.
Okay.
Right now, I'm working on. I like to be consistent with my releases. Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to hold out on releases.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to get my music out as much as I can. Like, you know,
Okay.
if you talk to anybody that makes music, like Gucci Man said in an interview, he was like, "There's no such thing. Like when you got real fans, ain't no such thing as too much music."
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Gucci.
Gucci got about 100 mixtapes. And that's not even an exaggerated number.
At all.
I see you had dropped a single, you know what I mean, called Worst Way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that shit was fire. I mean, I'm definitely fucking with it. You know what I mean, what was the inspiration behind that?
Kind of just really wanted to show my versatility, right?
Okay.
So I'm working on my trap. It's like a trap soul kind of vibe.
Okay.
If you can pick up on that, it's singing, but at the same time, it's still, like you would say, sing rap.
Yeah.
So kind of just trying to make it a conversation as much as I can. I try to make that my music. I try to make sure, like, if I were to perform it, I can look you in your eye and you can feel like it's a story. Like I'm really talking to you.
Okay.
So basically, that was a song about a female that I done had past experiences. Still have experiences with.
Yeah.
Everybody know that.
Okay. So another question, like, who inspired you to start, you know what I mean, like singing?
I mean, since I was a kid, my mom, she was like in the choirs, all that. She's a choir director right now. I play piano at church too. So like,
Oh, wow, okay.
Music's been in my life like since I was a kid. That's all I really know, singing around the house. I mean, it was definitely it's different music than American music than you would think, like, because I was born in Kenya. So a lot of this, like, the closest you could relate to is like gospel music. So it's like that kind of like, so I think that's where I get most of my music like, from, like that upbeat gospel sound and that different swing.
That soul.
Yeah, exactly. It's real.
I was just saying that before you got here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I know y'all big in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
So, you know, I felt that in your music when I heard it too. Because one, I was surprised that you sung. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know, dealing with your brother, I know the DJ and you know what I mean, he does, you know, stuff for the church, but I was surprised you was doing it, but I wasn't surprised that you was good at it because that's where you come from, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, it was dope, man. It was dope to see that.
Word. So, what's the name of your upcoming project that you was gonna drop or that you about to drop?
I kinda right now, since like I kinda want to make it something different, right? Because I had a plan
Yeah.
just figured out. But now with that experience coming out, I kind of want to like in my songs I want to use real life experiences.
Okay.
So I want to talk about. I originally planned on it being more like a mixtape for like the ladies, something like that. That you can talk about something like that. But I think I'm gonna make this more a little bit of storytelling type of thing. Just like explaining, because I'm a very positive person. Like in my life, if you ask anybody, I don't let anybody bring me down. Like I'm always good no matter what's going on. So like I want to spread that in my music. So I might just 3-4 songs of that.
Okay.
And next year, I mean, we got a whole year to work on it. And all I'm doing is release some music 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like me, you feel me? I'm an artist too, whatever. And like, I wanted to name my project that I'm about to drop called Last Call. You feel me? But it's just I've been in the way I've been writing and the songs I've been writing is not giving me that feeling. You know what I mean? So I gotta go a whole different way. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel where you're coming from. Like, you want your project to be this, but it all depends what you know what I mean, what you writing and shit. Like,
that's why I find it easier to just pick the name at the end.
That's what I'm ready for.
I always wanted to know that too, like how artists went about that. You know what I'm saying? Well,
it's really like the vibe
story of my life. All of my friends rap. So I always wanted to know like the writing process. Like so even I guess since I was maybe 9-10 years old, I was always fascinated by the engineers who has to mix and blend down the music and all that stuff, and like his interaction with the artist, what he suggests, what he don't suggest, how he goes, does he actually ask them about like the writing process and all that stuff? Like, do they all have to be one? And I'm always intrigued how y'all come up with music like that. Like me, I'm not a musical artist, but I draw, I paint, and inspirations for me is always like, all right, I might think about something for a week before I actually put pen to paper or paint the canvas. How do y'all go about that? Like,
I mean, well, with me, like, it just happens. Like, you might be going through some beats and shit, like whatever mood you be like, oh, I like this shit. And then you might play it, and then like you'll be listening to it, and then it might not give you might like it when you heard it, but when you start playing it over and over, it might not give you that vibe. You might go to the next joint and be like, okay. You might not even like that beat like that, but that shit just giving you something that you just spit your truth on and shit. Like, I mean, that's how it be. It's just like, it just happens that way. Like, cause I really I'm naming my project Last Call to wrap up the whole Bottle Brother Liquor series, whatever. But the music and the vibe that I've been on just ain't been that. So, yeah, I mean, I know, you feel me? What's your process?
I pretty much go through beats, and like some days it'll click, some days it won't, but one day I'll be sitting there and then I find a beat that I like and I automatically start writing so I don't lose that train of thought.
Definitely.
So like if I find a beat that I like, I'll just like write as much as I can and like try to keep that train of thought. So that's how my process is.
My process is a little bit different. I like to, if I am thinking about something, because like you said, that's the best inspiration. When you think about it, you can't get it off your mind. So everything you're saying is natural. Everything you're saying is real feelings. So for me, I find the best way to do it is I'm like, okay, right now, I'm feeling like I need to like be a little bit more R&B. Like I need an R&B sound. So the good thing about YouTube right now is you search up, if you have a beat in mind, and you're like, okay, this probably like a Drake type of beat. Like a type of beat that Drake would do this thing to. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna do what I wanna do. So I might hear it and I'm like, okay, this might be a Bryson Tiller beat. So I can pick, okay, now I know this is how I'm feeling. And once I got my feelings, just like feeling the vibe, like you said, once you feel that vibe and that vibe matches up, you're like, yeah, all right, it's easy. And then it's kind of just like, I'm just talking to you. I'm just telling you what's really happening.
And shit really just hit you like different. Like, you might be listening to a beat all night and can't fucking get how you gonna come on there or start it, whatever. Then like 2 days later, you might be walking down the street and that shit still playing in your head, and shit just.
Does it all come at once?
I think it's like a domino effect. Like,
yeah,
it's like,
they don't all come at once. Nah.
Like, cause for me, like just say I started painting on Monday, right? I'll get halfway through it, and I'm like, I see where I'm going, but I ain't there right now. So I'll go, and then next thing you know, I'll start it again on Thursday, and they'll all click
Yeah.
on Thursday, but I started the painting on Monday. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if that's the way. You know.
I mean, like with me, it starts with the hook. Once the hook is there, like the verse might take a little bit more time because you might want to. It all depends what you want to do with it. But once the hook is there, like it's like you said, it's a domino effect. You know what I mean? Once the hook is there, like
Yeah,
I mean,
that's always exciting for me because I ain't a musician or a rapper or whatever. So
I mean, it's really the same thing though. Like as artists and all that, like, it's all art.
Same process.
Yeah, I mean, so you ain't got no date on your joint right now, or what you aiming for?
I got a couple songs that I already have that I've already made.
Okay.
I got a lot of songs like,
Yeah.
that I don't. That I
I
haven't
be seeing your
released
shit.
yet,
You be
figured
doing
out.
your one too, man.
I appreciate
Salute
it.
you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, like I spend most of my time if I'm not working or I'm not. Of course, you gotta spend time doing whatever else you're doing.
Yeah.
Try to tell myself I can spend like 4 or 5 hours every day in the studio because, like you said, I mix, master, engineer everything myself.
Okay.
So that disconnect, like that's one of my biggest fears. Like when you take your music very personally, it's hard for you to like. It's the same like when you got a kid. Like you're not just gonna take your kid and be like, all right, I'm leaving here for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. When you treat it like a baby, like all right, I don't even want to leave it with you because you might do something to it that I don't even want you to do.
see, and I always, you know, we can go all day, but that's one thing. Like with engineers, I always feel like engineers, producers, and artists always. I think it's always best to be a team. You know what I'm saying? That way everybody got the same mindset, same interest. You know what I'm saying?
At least be consistently good. To be consistently
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You definitely need a nice squad. Shit.
Like I don't like how, or I don't get rather how engineers are pretty much universal. You know, you can have an engineer mixing Meek Mill joint and then mix a gospel joint and mix it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do you balance that? I would rather have like if I'm an engineer, I would love to be a part of a whole production team. You know what I'm saying? And we just,
I mean, but that's how.
yeah.
But that's how a lot of artists
all
is.
that.
You feel me? Like, I mean, artists that don't record they self-engineer, like, cause like me, I don't know how to engineer none of that. You feel me? Like, but my nigga Chef, like, that's my engineer. Like, it's me and him all the way. Like,
Okay.
I hate going to new studios. You feel me? I'd rather just record with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, cause he know my sound, my levels. You feel me? You know everything.
See,
Like,
like,
you know what I mean? Like shit like that. So.
yeah.
It's to a point you ain't even gotta talk to him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just already. It's just.
Yeah, next one.
Throw that MacBook up, set the mic up, and we here. Like, it's just like that, you know what I mean? But it's the same way. It's all art, man. Like, it's the same way, man. It is. It takes time, you know what I mean? Blah. Whatever. You know what I mean? But salute to the homie Rod, you know what I mean, for coming through.
Appreciate
You
y'all.
know what I mean? Chopping it up with us, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get into the bullshit.
Hey
on
yo,
that.
listen, absolutely. Check it out, right? I don't even know what's the next topic, but I'm gonna say what's the next topic. Because listen, it's a perfect segue to this. 'Cause we was just talking about you had the joint called Final Last Call, right? Last Call.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know, bean pies and shit.
Yeah, H did
Final
that
Call.
shit on FaceTime. That's right. Final call.
Yeah, the last call, right? And you said you had a particular sound that you was, you know, that you
Aiming for.
but that's not the way.
Yeah.
That's not. Summertime Shootout is how I felt with that. Like I think Fab had the same thing happen, and he still called it Summertime Shootout,
Yeah.
and it definitely was not
Nah.
the Summertime Shootout feel. It was sounding real. I don't know about y'all. You know, y'all get ready to get y'all, you know, opinion out there, but it sounded real Chicks Take Five-ish to me, man. Now, with that being said, though, I still enjoyed the album, but I would have enjoyed it better had it not been called Summertime Shootout, because I was expecting that Summertime Shootout sound, and it didn't come out that way. So I had to like lose my expectations of Summertime Shootout and just enjoy the album for what it was.
Yeah.
I thought the album was pretty cool, but he should did like you did, scrap the title. You know what I mean?
Make
Call it
it
something
something
else. You know what I mean? But
I mean, I think that project was more for Emily. It wasn't. Yeah, I mean,
that should have been that's a dope title. That's a dope title.
Nah, it's if you think about it as a whole, like I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, like I'm being dead ass. Like if you really listen to the project, it sounds like, you feel me, he's on this grown man shit. Like, you know, Fab over 40, like, yeah, I mean, he ain't gonna be rapping about the same shit, you know what I mean, he was doing. But you know, it's called Summertime Shootout, so we expecting that.
Expectations are high.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really think it was on some like, you feel me, I'm grown now, I'm married, I'm a family man. That's why I said I think like the album was more, you feel me, like for like his family type of feel, you feel me? I mean, because like his family, his kids, everybody could listen to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't on no, you know what I mean, on a regular Fab shit. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on this shit.
Yeah, I definitely expected more from the album for the Summertime Shootout, because he was supposed to release the album a while ago, so, you know, following the first one and the second series was pretty dope. I thought this one would be the same, but to me, I don't know, maybe I gotta listen to it more than like twice, but I wasn't really feeling it besides like a few tracks. I like the song with Rowdy Rich and Meek Mill and the hoop song he had. Those were vibe. Other than that, I don't know, maybe I gotta listen to it more to get like the whole feel of the album.
You gotta lose your expectations of Summertime Shootout. Like that's what I had to do, literally, man. Like I had to really like sit back and like, okay, it's called Summertime Shootout, but this shouldn't be like, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just had to enjoy the music.
Yeah.
As if it didn't have a title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good album though. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I listened to it, and I got the same vibe that you got. Like, every song sounds like it has a sample in it. And on top of that, if you look at the track list, I think he only had 3 songs that were just single.
Yep.
So he's got a feature on every single
feature on every song.
So I like
Take
Fab.
5.
Yeah, and I think lyrically Fab's one of the best to ever do it. Like, he's great, but I feel like he just got a little too caught up in that mainstream. He just wanted to get named as popping. He got everybody that's popping. Dirt, me. Yeah, he's got everybody that's Roddy Rich. He's getting everybody that he's to be on the track inside. But I wasn't disappointed though. There's definitely some hot tracks on there.
Nah, I wasn't disappointed. I mean, it's just like, we want that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, cause the last fucking Summertime Shootout
Was absolutely great.
Yeah, I mean,
And then, you know, like I said, the first 2 were great. You know what I mean? Great. This one just shouldn't have been called. It shouldn't have been added to that series. You know what I mean?
you think it should have been called something else?
Yeah, it should have been called More Family.
Nah, that's how I feel though. Like, niggas like that, I think the fun of what I go, but I think, cause you know that whole shit that happened with him and all that shit, like,
Yeah, he posting it all the time, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, like everybody be saying shit about that shit too. I mean, like, ain't none of my business.
My name is Bennett too.
I ain't did it, nigga. You heard? Let's get to, is Nipsey Hussle a legend now?
Hey yo, fam.
This nigga whack 100 talking some shit.
Disrespectful.
But you know what though? Alright, so I don't know if y'all listened to the entire clip. You know, he's been explaining himself a lot. Which kind of like makes me disregard that you said anything in the first place. Like, when there's too much explaining involved, you know you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? But his initial point, I don't like it, but I get where he's coming from. Like, even if we disagree, I still like to, instead of argue, I still like to do complex thinking. You know what I'm saying? So we can I can at least understand how you came to that
Like
think.
to put yourself in other people's shoes to see why he's
so
thinking like
if we're talking about, because what he said was, if we're talking about numbers and how people thought about him and how he was treated while he was here, he wasn't treated like a legend worldwide and recognized as a legend worldwide when he was here. His death made him legendary because more of what he was doing became public knowledge, because he didn't do a lot of things that should have been public. He didn't do it for the public, you know what I mean? So outside of like in LA or Cali, I mean, he was already a legend. Like, I'm talking for me personally, 3 years ago, I hope that exact same trash can, I held it up and said Nipsey's trash. You know what I mean? A year and a half later, just arguing with this dude again. I said, all right, man, all right, we did a little complex thinking. You know what I mean? I said, okay, let me go back, listen to something. I listened to Mailbox Money, I listened to Crenshaw and Victory Lap. And for a year before he passed, Nipsey was the soundtrack of this barbershop. We listened to Nipsey all day damn near. You know what I'm saying? You know? So critical thinking. I say complex, critical thinking. He became legendary to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm who I didn't really know about him like that. Like music wise anyway. I just like him personally, I thought he was great. I love anytime Nipsey Hussle was speaking, I wanted to hear it. Anytime he was rapping, I ain't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Until a year before he passed. You know what I mean? So, but the casual fan ain't know nothing about Nipsey. You figure a year before he died, actually it was like 9 months before he died. Dog. We didn't even know he performed at the BET Awards because he was outside. He was known for smacking the dude outside of the BET Awards. Like, and then after he died, he did all kind of awards. Like, nah. So to Whack 100's point, where was all this love and legendary love? And he's a legend when he was alive. You know what I mean? And you can't speak on that because it's all opinion based. So the thing that's not opinion based is the numbers. Before he passed, he sold just shy of 60,000 records. Yeah. That ain't nothing. You know what I mean? But after he passed, he sells 6 million records. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So, to his point, he, on paper, shouldn't be considered a legend. But neither should Biggie on paper. Neither should Tupac on paper. Big L on paper. But sometimes numbers don't always lie. I mean, numbers don't lie, but numbers don't always tell the truth either. And this is a case of where the numbers ain't telling the truth.
You know what I would say? Mainstream legend, no. Hip hop legend, yes.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what it all boils down to. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, everybody wasn't showing him love until he passed away. Mm-hmm. I've been listening to Nipsey since fucking shit, what, 2011 maybe? Like years ago. Like, you know what I mean? When Crenshaw first came out, but mainstream, I understand, because Wack was talking about numbers, radio. He talking about radio hits, album sales.
He ain't have nothing on the radio.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand what he's saying, but I mean, mainstream legend, nah, but hip hop legend, yes, most definitely.
So here's where I'm kind of mad with Whack 100. Keep in mind, I don't know really nothing about Whack 100 other than his association with Game. Dog, same thing. I don't know if y'all saw the TO on Sports Center joint with on First Take with Stephen A. Right?
Yeah.
I look at us as family. Like whether black people always like each other or not, we family.
Yeah.
He should have said that behind closed doors. He should have kept that to himself. You don't say stuff like that in front of Adam. What is it, Adam 20?
Adam 22.
Adam 22. Like, he shouldn't be privy to those conversations. Mm-hmm. We can't talk like that in front of them. You know what I'm saying? That's family business. You know what I mean? If I want to call you trash, I'm gonna call you trash with these cameras on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because this interview is gonna go to the masses, and I'll never speak about you in front of the world like you ain't family. Yeah. And Wack shouldn't have did that.
I think that was mad corny. Yeah.
He gave these cats way too much power.
Exactly.
And stuff like that is what keeps us from getting a true hip hop Hall of Fame. Because ain't no reason why Biggie should be going to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, we created rock and roll, but hip hop's ours, man. Yeah. Like stuff like that. But if we ever need white money to get that open, which we shouldn't, but if we was to ever need white money to get that open, we ain't gonna have that because we got niggas like this talking about and putting family business out in the open and giving them cats way too much power over our culture. You know what I'm saying? And now they have control over who our cultural icons should be. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what Nipsey sold. Nah.
Yeah.
That's us.
He was a
You know what I'm
legend
saying?
to
He was
us.
a legend to us.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Juice ain't sell shit in the movies,
Yeah.
but every black person saw
All
saw
that
movie.
you say about
You know what I'm
Menace to
saying?
Society.
All that, man. All that.
You know what I mean?
That's the only thing. That's the one thing besides all the numbers and the whole all that. Nah, man, you don't put family business out in the open like that.
Right.
Especially Adam Twitter. I'd have rather him said that on the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been privy to that, to family business. You know what I mean?
Facts. I like that. I like that quote. Family business. You gotta stick together, man.
Exactly.
You got it,
Same
man.
thing with T.O. Come on, fam. We all know Stephen A. Smith was wrong. Stephen A. Smith been tap dancing and cooning for a minute, right?
Yeah.
He ain't say nothing that the black barbershop wasn't saying about Stephen A. Smith already.
Yeah.
But you don't say that. You don't put family business out there
He was
to
wild.
ESPN. You know what I'm saying? You give that man a phone call. He could have even said that in the hallway before the show started.
Yeah,
But you know, I think he was on the phone. But on national TV, nah, you don't give white people that much power, or white mass media that power over family business.
Yeah.
That was foul. He shouldn't have did that,
They
man.
use
Even though I agree with him. But you shouldn't say that.
Nah, not
mean?
not on that platform.
Exactly. Because we as brothers, I could talk crazy about you all I want. But I ain't letting them talk crazy about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you my family.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't letting Jack talk crazy about you. Nah, man.
So Nip is a legend, you heard?
Yeah.
All my life, I've been grinding all my life. But all right, next topic. Oh yeah, Jay-Z. He turned 50 last week. You know what I mean? The GOAT. The GOAT. One of the GOATs. He is the GOAT. Nah.
Dude, we gonna really start some potting if you want to go down.
Nah, but we not going there. We being fucking 2.5, 3 hours, man.
I love J-Lo. I love J-Lo.
But yeah, salute to Jay, man. 50 years old, man.
Yo, like, salute to third tier hip hop, man.
Third tier hip hop, man.
He might be single-handedly the third tier, even though I think Ross is going to get there soon. But the fact that we have a 50-year-old rap, I never thought, right, in my lifetime, that I would be looking forward to hearing a 50-year-old rap. You know what I'm saying? And like his next album, I'm going to get. You know what I mean? And I'm going to look forward to it. I'm going to break down rhymes the same way I did on Reasonable Doubt when he was 26. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just like, you feel me? Like I had seen somebody put a meme of it was like a game meme when he said, "Oh nigga, you 40 still rapping." Back in this was like 2006, but he just dropped his last album. Yeah. He's like 38 or 39.
Whoa. No, the exact quote was, "You 38, still rapping, nigga." Oh.
Yeah.
Aaron Game is 38 and still rapping.
Last album. That's crazy. That's crazy. But hold, man, what was your favorite Jay-Z album?
Oh man, you already know mine.
What, American
Gangster, man. It's my favorite Jay-Z album.
What's your favorite genre?
I didn't get around that much Jay-Z. Like I didn't listen to that much Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
First off, that was in my age. I'm 20.
Oh damn.
So
Shit.
yeah, so listening to that, it's like
His supposed last album came out, nigga. He was like 6.
so I ain't get a lot, but every time somebody brings up Jay-Z, everybody likes to talk about the Blueprint.
That was that was his best like.
Yeah.
Like you said, commercial wise, like white people know you now. Like
he became
his breakout.
famous.
That was like that album's fire.
Yeah, from start to finish.
Like,
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like a lot of Jay-Z music. Like, so I just can't catch his vibe sometimes.
Yeah.
But like you said, you respect him, like what he's done and what he's accomplished and all that. But that whole album, he's just hot. Sometimes I just play it and it's just I'll leave it on loop and go around and do whatever I'm doing the whole day. Like, it's fire for sure.
Like I said before, like you say he's 20 and shit. I say, yo, if I grew up in this era, you feel me, of hip hop, I wouldn't like certain shit either.
Yeah.
Cause it's just the shit that you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
The shit that
I wasn't out listening to Curtis Blow either.
You know what I mean?
I want to hear hip hop, hippie, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, it is what. But see, because hip hop is officially 45 years old now, yo, it always helps to go back and listen to that artist when they were near your age. Because at that point, he's talking to you.
Exactly.
So your album, where you will relate to him right now, would be Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
He's talking directly to you. Like, I always talk about Biggie and Tupac and put Biggie in perspective of the age that he was. Biggie never got old. So Biggie, everything that he had was young boy music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Ready to Die, he's 19 and 20 on that album. He's talking direct. You and Biggie are peers on that album.
Yeah.
You would appreciate the music that he put out on that album because he's your peer on that
You
album.
say so?
Ready to Die.
Ready to Die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even listen to Nas
Illmatic.
Illmatic.
Illmatic is 20 years old
Yeah,
now too.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
How old was Nas? 19?
he was 19 and 20. Yeah. So you know.
That's why I like talking to the younger generation. They be like, you feel me? Like, this shit's ass, or they don't really like it. I'm like, you gotta think how old they was and what they was talking about at the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, how old was Biggie when he dropped 10 Crack Commandments and shit? Like,
23.
Like, that shit goes till this day and forever in the
Yeah.
rap game. Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit will never get old.
You
Like,
figure Meek is 31 and he put out what's the name of that song? I forgot. That's similar to
what,
10 Crack Commandments. On championships.
What's free?
Now what's free? Oh my God.
What, Trauma?
No, not Trauma, man.
Oh, Respect the Game.
Respect the Game.
That's my
Respect the
favorite
Game.
song on that shit.
And like, that's like, quote unquote, the new 10 Crack Commandments, you know what I'm saying? But dog, he was 31 and still didn't reach the level of a 24-year-old, 23-year-old on 10 Crack Commandments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cats are still getting locked up right now because they didn't listen to 10 Crack Commandments. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But anyway, yeah, that's
man.
So that's the way, like, when I go back and listen to music from, you know, the 50s, 60s and all that stuff, yo, I think about how old them cats was and it makes sense to me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah. What was your favorite Biggie album?
Favorite whole album? Reasonable Doubt, definitely.
Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah,
Black Album for me.
Black Album.
Yeah.
That's dope album.
Definitely Black Album, man. Front to back. I don't know why. That's just what my
It's my
shit.
top three, definitely.
What, did he ever have a bad album?
Hell yeah. That,
Kingdom Come, I didn't like that.
Yo,
somebody argued with
Kingdom
me.
Come was
Magna Carta.
trash when that first came out. Listen to Kingdom Come now. He had some bangers on Kingdom Come.
Nigga was just arguing with me when I said that on Facebook. They
Word.
said it was like all the Jay-Z albums. They said one gotta go, and I said Kingdom Come, and niggas went off. They said it should have been the Magna Carta shit. the
Magna
2.0.
Carta.
Magna Carta, I wouldn't even call that shit. That was poop.
That's the shit that came out with the Samsung phone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was born. What albums and shit? Albums. Game albums. I listen to Game album.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I'm a Game hater, so I didn't get a chance to listen to it. Game raps really well. I just think he is pushing Nick Cannon cornball levels. So I can't listen to such a corny individual rap, even though he raps well.
What takes you there?
Yo, dog,
The Cannon levels.
Nick Cannon levels of
That's
cornball.
Oh God.
I feel like I just get cornball juice all on me when I listen to Game rap. Even though he raps well, I hate the fact that this nigga can rap. You know what I'm saying? He is such a corny dude that I hate the fact that this nigga can rap well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like this album. So I'm scared to listen to the album because I know I'm going to like it. And this nigga's
Did you
corny.
listen to the rewind shit he did? Like Nas?
Nah. Because it's gay. And I'm scared to like it. I'm going to be all the way real. Like,
It's a good album.
It's a good album though. Rap
like the
lines,
album
like,
cover
rap
makes
lines.
me mad
That
because
makes me mad.
because of only a cornball would approve that.
Yeah, well,
I'm mad that Dom
that
Kennedy.
shit wasn't
That was real weird. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like, I'm mad that Dom Kennedy even said, all right, here you
Let that
go.
happen.
Come on, man.
That show your circle ain't right, cause if my nigga would have showed me that, I said, nigga, you out your fucking mind, nigga. I would never let you fucking put this at your album.
I'd have rather him did the Biggie route, just had a baby on the joint.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Or
the
he got a baby
joint.
picture of himself.
Yeah, or the Lil Wayne joint where you know it's a baby pic, but he got the the face tats. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like that shit would have been
Got
fine.
pregnant bitches on lean and shit. And come on, man. Only a cornball would
That
do
was
that.
crazy.
It was a whole reach.
Straight Michael Jordan Space Jam reach. But
It was a decent album though. I mean, rap wise, like Game's up there with rap wise. Like,
I know.
I've been saying like he's up there with niggas that can rap. Like he was like, well, who you got?
Yeah.
Nah, I've been saying like rap wise and shit. Like y'all heard Davey shit?
I listened to it. I like it.
Yeah, you like Davey
It
shit?
was cool. I don't even like Davies either.
There's a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
I like his old shit, man.
Yeah, his old stuff. I listened to it. I really wasn't excited about it, but it was a good album. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be because I got caught up in the hype of listening to everybody saying it was trash. But when I listened to it for myself, it wasn't bad.
I'm gonna say it was cool. Like it's like I just like his old shit so much better.
Yeah, me too.
Like Kyrie Chanel, you know what I mean? Black Rose, you feel me? Hate Me Now, all them joints, old shit. Like it's just like, you know how like when artists first come out, like they drop that shit,
that fire.
you feel me? And after a while, like
Yeah.
it's just.
I think I don't know this to be true, but it feels like he's trying to get into like.
He's on the storytelling shit, like heavy man. Like
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. But man, I feel like he's trying to be like Hollywood in the in crowd now or something, man. I don't know, man. Like you trying to be I don't know, some Kardashian type shit. I don't like that. Like, you know, whatever.
So since we got an R&B artist here, you feel me? I want to know how y'all feel about the state of R&B now. Like, you know what I mean? Coming from, you know what I mean?
Good.
Your perspective.
Let's
I
sit.
ask you, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, everybody's gonna have their own opinion. I feel like it's just hard because, like, what is R&B now? Like, at what point do we draw a line? Like, a lot of people will say, like, I feel like a lot of songs that Summer Walker did that put on her whole album that you call the R&B album aren't R&B. Like, just because you're an R&B artist doesn't mean every song that you make is R&B.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I think of R&B, I'm thinking like real R&B, like people that are singing on their tracks, like the real R&B that y'all grew up with. That's how I see it. So I like Ari Lennox. Like it's a lot of people that you don't know that are low key but are dope. Like they're nice and artists are finding them. Like Cole's finding them. Kendrick's finding some people.
Yeah.
People like No Name. Like there are a lot of dope artists that are just coming out like out of nowhere. So I feel like people say it's in a bad state. I feel like everybody's gonna say the whole music game is in a bad state, but music changes. You're gonna think it's a bad state, but that's just the evolution of
Comes
what's
with
happening.
time.
Yeah. All it is changing.
You gotta think about how we came up, you feel me? From baggy clothes, you feel me? Rugged to now, to getting fly, to getting crunk, you know what I mean? To dancing, you know what I mean? To wearing tight shit, you know what I mean? Sipping link, like it evolved, you feel me? Like it changes, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't stay the same. R&B, I mean, I still get some vibes from, you know what I mean? From back in the day here and there sometimes. I like Summer Walker too. I like that.
That she's dope.
Yeah, I like that.
I think Summer Walker.
I like her too.
Her's my favorite so far.
Her,
Fire.
her, LMA,
yeah.
Ro James, of course Daniel Caesar.
I'm about to say Daniel Caesar, yeah.
What is Sir?
Yeah. What happened to Bryson Tiller, man?
He in love, man.
I was about to
He in love.
Yeah.
It's like the best music comes from people who are in like bad, like they're in bad situations.
Yeah.
You figure Keisha Cole made the best music, you know, when she wasn't right. You know what I mean? When Mary J. Blige was getting her ass beat and snorting coke, Hey man, we got the best marriage. We got the best marriage.
Yes.
When she cut the Blige, you just became Mary J.
Yeah.
Nah, no.
You start getting high, get married.
I ain't gonna encourage that, man. But you gotta at least add the Blige back. You know what I mean? You cut the Blige and Mary J. I'm like, ew.
Because when I'm going down, came out there.
Yeah.
I'm going.
You know what I mean? My life. You know what I mean? But shoot. It's funny we on this topic because when I went on Title, they had like a playlist. I don't know what the theme was today, but it seemed like every artist had like a playlist up.
Mm-hmm.
And of all the people to have an R&B playlist, Conway had an R&B. Yeah, Conway Machine had an R&B joint, and it was pretty dope. And it was like, I'm gonna say 8 of them. I didn't even know who these people was. Though it was pretty dope, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was dope. I still couldn't touch it.
That's my joint out. You'd be surprised.
You got an R&B playlist?
Or Apple Music. Or Apple.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Couple playlists. Got a Nip playlist. Pain and Glory playlist.
See, I ain't got
Apple
Apple.
Collective playlist.
I'm gonna tell you.
You gotta have a playlist for the boo, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got it. I got 3 kids. They got that.
Been there.
It ain't Sports Center playing in the background.
Shout out to I got a few playlists. What else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, Juice Wrld, man. R.I.P. Juice Wrld. 21 years old. 21.
I thought it was younger than that.
Yeah, had a seizure at the airport. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, they saying it was from drugs.
I mean,
I don't know the whole.
it's disrespectful to, go down that road of speculation and all that right now.
I'm like, that's why I said they saying. I'm not saying. I'm saying.
I'll just say this, man. Just like us at that age, these kids are a product of the music that's being put on them. Like, we didn't have a choice in the music that we got.
Mm-hmm.
These kids don't have a choice in the music that we got.
Yeah.
And we were influenced by the drug dealer and violent rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So when we was younger, a lot of cats was getting beat up, robbed, stabbed, because we had cats like State Prop, we had 50, we had all these people, the Locks, you know what I mean? Talking about stabbing niggas in the yard and all that, moving bricks. So that's the music that I still love to this day. But that's the same music that put a lot of my friends behind bars, you know what I'm saying? And now these kids got the drug user, you know what I mean? So these kids are influenced by the music, because the music glorifies drug using. You know what I'm saying? Just like the music we had glorified drug dealing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, the only thing different, like, we had the drug. It just our niggas smoke weed and drink liquor. That was it. Like,
yeah, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Like Juicy J is more relevant now than he was when.
The 3-6.
Yeah, and when 3-6 had that half on the sack of some blow and sipping on some scissor, dog, that was like between 96 and 99 that all that came out. And we was looking at this nigga like, yo, you wild. Like, nigga, like, we niggas. We don't do coke. Like, we niggas. We don't sip lean. Like, what is syrup? What is this? But that's normal music now. Juicy J living his best life now because 20 years that went by and caught up to him now. You know what I mean? But that's the music we hated. But that's the music that's being celebrated now. So these kids are a product of that. And when you got people like Future, Percocet, Molly Percocet. Dog, I don't do Molly or Percocet, but when that drug come on, my shoulders is bopping and I'm tapping my tongue. You know what I mean? But these kids live and die by that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Same way we live and die by
niggas
that.
Niggas want to do what they hear in rap music. Like, I remember when I first went to Miami, fucking, I don't know, maybe 9 years ago, like, Niggas talking about Ocean Drive, College Avenue. Nigga, I want to fucking stay on Ocean Drive. It's just an influence thing and shit. Like, you know what I mean? So like Perks and Lean is like a very big influence in fucking hip hop right now. Cause that's all they really be rapping about.
Like even if you ain't doing it, it's what's out there. Like a lot of my niggas that rap wasn't shooting guns. A lot of niggas couldn't even afford to buy weed on their own. They were rapping about it, you know what I mean? But anyway, with all that being said, with Juice WRLD, man, rest in peace, and I feel for his family and I feel for this culture because we're gonna lose a lot more youngins because of what's being influenced, to them right now. But we lost Mac Miller. I'm gonna say Mac to be so bad, no throwing away with Max. But we just lost Mac Miller to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We lost XXX was making a change in his life. You know what I mean? He didn't go out and drugs, but his music was heavily drug induced. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just tired of seeing these young boys, man. I lost a couple years ago. I used to I lost one of my best players that I used to coach when he was 8 and 9 years old. I lost him to lean. You know what I mean? Dude was a senior in high school. Had a heart attack on his front porch from lean. You know what I mean? And this kid had all the potential in the world to go somewhere. But so this anytime I hear a youngin dying because of Percocets and lean, it hit home for me. You know what I mean? And even though I didn't listen to Juice WRLD like that, other than Lucid Dreams, it's still, that I hate seeing that. I hate hearing, youngins dying from, from drugs. Just way too young. This story wasn't supposed to be
at 21. That
sounds
insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We just gotta start normalizing things that's not normal.
Yeah.
Trying to make it seem like it's okay to be doing those things.
Yeah, it's not
Once we stop doing
yeah.
that, then we can start making progress with it. That's the normal everyday thing. So, alright, people are gonna do it too. Why not?
Right. That's what they see. You know what I mean? That's what they hear. Like YouTube videos, all that shit, man. Like that shit crazy as hell, man. But R.I.P. Juice WRLD. You know what I mean? We're gonna end the pod off. You know what I mean? Episode 28. You feel me? Salute to the whole Wrld for coming through.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Salute. You already. K, Jihad, Relay, and we out. Episode 28.